Guys say I love you in 15 ways that don't involve words. Your guy hasn't said those 3 little words much, and you're trying to figure out what he's trying to say when he doesn't. Not everyone is loud, or clear, about how they feel, and many of us find it hard to talk about our deeper feelings. But how are you supposed to know if your man is really in love with you if he doesn't tell you? Men are much more complex than TV sitcoms make them out to be, and sometimes they think they're telling us something by what they do instead of what they say. It is very important to learn how to read his signals, body language, and other ways he talks without words. Maybe they aren't sure if it's the right time to tell, or maybe they've been hurt in the past and are trying to be more careful this time. Men don't always say I love you because they're afraid of being turned down or making a promise, or because they've never said it before and find it scary. All of these are good reasons, and you should think about them before you try to force a guy to say those 3 little words you've been dying to hear. No matter what the reason, men tend to try to show you how much they love you instead of saying it out loud all the time, or even at all. Even if you're very patient, there will probably come a time when you want to know if your guy loves you. If he can't or won't say it, there are other ways he can say I love you. Men can be hard to figure out, but it doesn't have to be hard to figure out if he loves you. Here are 15 subtle ways he shows he loves you without saying it, as well as what to do if you think he doesn't. 1. He gives long, passionate kisses. No one doesn't like a good, long kiss. When he keeps doing these things and you can feel his excitement each time, it's clear that he's more than just a little bit excited to be around you. His friends care about you. If all of his friends are starting to like you and spend more time with you, it could be because they see how happy you make their friend. This could make them start to think you're as cool as he does. 3. He likes to get close. Do you know how it's scary when someone you don't like gets close to you? When someone you love tends to be closer to you than to other people, it's the exact opposite. 4. He smiles after kissing you. You can have a little sweet smile after kissing someone whose company you enjoy, but do you ever feel like positively beaming when it's someone you love? If he smiles after you kiss, it's a great sign that he likes being with you. 5. He pays close attention. Even though he might not say much about your relationship or how he feels about it, the fact that he listens carefully when you talk is a very important sign. He may lean in closer when you talk about important things or nod when you say something meaningful to show how much he cares about what you say. 6. He has a straight back. Most of us slouch and don't stand as straight as we should. But if you're trying to impress the person you care about the most and want them to like you the most, you'll stand or sit straight up. 7. He squeezes your hand. It may seem like a small thing to do, but it says everything about how close you are. 8. He calls or texts me for no reason. Don't take it personally if he doesn't do this when he's in love. So, it's a sign that he's comfortable with you in situations that aren't necessarily romantic and that he's thinking about you all day. 9. He doesn't leave. Does he like to do things with you just because? For example, he doesn't just want to meet you at a dinner party, he'd rather go grocery shopping with you so you can bring a dish. Doing things around the house together shows that you want to be more than just casual dates or sex partners. 10. He looks you in the eyes a lot. When you're out with friends at a bar, does he look across the room just to make brief eye contact and smile? This shows that he wants you to know how much he cares even when you're doing different things. 11. He combs his hair with his fingers. People tend to run their fingers through their hair more often than usual when they are nervous. Does he do this when the two of you are close and you're having a romantic moment? If so, it could mean that he wants to say something personal but doesn't know how. 12. He acts the same way you do. Does he usually eat at the same time as you or do other things that are like you? He might be showing praxis, which is when two people act the same way when they are getting closer to each other. 13. He buys you gifts that mean a lot. When I say meaningful, I don't mean expensive. I mean that he works hard and gives a lot of thought to find you something that fits you perfectly. One guy gave me 3 pairs of socks, one had a crazy cute pattern, one was made for boots, and the other was made for high heels. The week before, I got a blister on my foot because I didn't have thick enough socks for a new pair of boots I had just bought. It was nice of him to remember and showed how well he listened. 14. When you're around, he laughs a lot. Does he find you funny? When you do something silly, can't he help but laugh? Even though it sounds strange, the more often he laughs at you and finds you funny, the more serious and exciting your relationship is. 15. He touches you without being asked to. Does he put his fingers on your back when you're out in public to keep you close? Does he put his hand on top of yours when you're out to eat? Touching him out of the blue shows that he wants to keep touching even when it's not sexual. If you've read this list of signs and you're still not sure if he loves you, there's only one way to know: ask him how he feels. And if it seems like the answer is no, he doesn't love you, you have a few options. If you just started dating, he might just need some time and emotional space to let his love and attachment to you grow. But if you've been together for a while and it looks like he's not feeling it and never will, you might want to think about moving on. The right man will love you in the way that you deserve.